Okay guys, this video is me teaching Rackley the one-timer sweet spots and how to appropriately take a one-timer. This video is pretty in-depth. I will be making a adjusted one that shows some tool tips as well as a more condensed version. This is just raw footage and this breaks down everything that I taught him so that he's able to play with us effectively, and hopefully you guys can take this info and then use it for your own teammates and start bombing in some one-tees.
Top of the circle to top of the circle.
So the intro kind of talks over it, but the first thing I wanted to get to was top of the circle to top of the circle. A left to right or right to left pass is a free goal 99% of the time, as long as you can make sure that you can hit the net if you're passing from those positions. It's a big sweet spot, it's totally exploitable, and it is super effective off the rush. Okay, so now I'm going to leave it back to all the raw footage, and you can just take the info from the video. Cheers.
Stride is better, like off the rush is better. That's how me and Italy fucking exploit that quick pick guy all the time. Like, cause goalie goes slightly over the one, so there's like a little trapezoid here too. That's like, before you'd be like, oh, I'm right here, I'm taking it. Now it's just a step closer. So like right here will bury it. Everything's like 2 feet closer. And then diagonal passes are better overall too. So if you pass it to me from there and it's kind of like that angle, the goalie comes across a lot quicker. I have a hell of a shot to beat it past him. But like, if you keep doing it, the goalie will probably save it, just because the angle, like, he just comes for it there. So you see how he comes across like that. And then passing from your backhand is better than your forehand usually. So if you come down and you put it over on your backhand like that, the quicker you get the puck to me, the better it is for the goalie. Like so, you're coming down like this, put on your backhand, shoot it across. That one works really well. Alternatively though, your forehand is just as good. Well, not just as good. It's a little bit worse because when you move it over, the goalie kind of tracks you a bit to that side. But when you put it over here, he stays in the same position and kind of follows your body. So you come down, still in that position. He's still on the post like that, right? And I can tap it over to you quickly. And then that's just kind of like how good positioning is for it. And then, yeah. And then I'll show you why I do the manual one over the regular one. Because if you pass me the puck, like go down to the corner there, and then I hit it right here. Okay, so pass from here. Most of the time, if my guy can catch it clean, he'll step into like a little half clapper, which, yeah, so you have to reach for it, which gives me the 1T proc as well. So I'm not utilizing the silver close quarters there. I'm using the X factor. So, because like, you know, sometimes when you're playing and you're a gold CQ player and you take the 1T and you're like, oh, 1T didn't proc. Like, so that one utilizes the gold 1T every time. Like, even if it's not the cleanest, it's getting the X factor shot off. As well, it gives me an opportunity to aim the puck and aim my stick without getting out of position. Because if I just hold L2 and I want to aim to the top corner, well, now I'm just drifting out of position, right? So I want to aim to the top left. And as you can see with like how my guy's turned, body position is super important for the 1T. Because like when my guy's turned too far towards you, then he just duffs it. Like he hits it with the heel of the stick basically. And he gets that kind of weird shitty shot. But if I hold L2, my guy's always ready to face the puck, like L2 and pull back. And then he'll just, yeah, he puts his awareness from the pass. Yeah, and if you're playing with computers, it's one way to make them to force the pass to you, is you can just hold L2 and pull your stick back, and the comp will force a pass wherever you're at. And like, it's pretty fucking cheesy. But yeah, that's the big exploit for 1T. It works on either side too. Like, you could be a right-handed shot. Usually we can come in, turn like that, and then just fucking hit it. And yeah, that's kind of the basis for the 1T. You can fire some pretty deep ones from back at the line too. Like if I'm still over here, Like, yeah, he'll just fucking step into them. Yeah. So, like, as long as, well, there's kind of like a good lane. Like, see this lane here? If I go back and forth on it, you want to be on the other side of this line, basically. So you want to be on this side over here, and you want to be just outside of the circle. Like, don't get me wrong, you can still fucking crank the puck on the inside from here, but just that tiny little bit extra just lets you rip it, and then the goalie has to come that little bit extra across. And just the way that the game works, it leaves it exploiting. And the biggest cheese is circle to circle passes. Right? So that's the easy setup for it. And you can just keep running that super repeatedly. And that's how we capitalize off the rush a whole bunch. Because you really don't have to do much. I hold up at the line, I curl, I pull back on the left stick, and then pull up when I expect the pass to come. And then as long as it comes across, like I skate into it just a little bit, and then I turn towards the right. And by skating into the puck a little bit, it lets my guy be square to it as well. And yeah, that's the big 1T lesson. Like, you can pretty much do it from anywhere. If you're right-handed shot right now and I pass to you from this angle, it's probably not going to be super well. But if I was to, here, pass the puck again. If I was to pass the puck to you and we were at, like, say this angle where it's like just slightly above like that, then that one will beat like the goalie all the time because it's not too sharp. Too sharp becomes kind of problematic. Like, I'll get you to stand at the line here, or not at the line, but like back here, and then I'll position myself in a super sharp spot. So if you pass it to me here, like, see how my guy's too far back on the turn? Yeah, so see, he's facing you, and it's just not going to be a good shot because he's got to catch it to release it. And that's why I say that, like, body position is super important. Whereas, like, if you see when I'm facing you like this, don't pass yet, and I'm sitting there, and then I hold L2, you can kind of see, like, my guy's hips open up a little bit. And what that does just lets me fucking step into it. Yeah. Yeah. So hold L2, pull back on the right stick, and then you can just cheese it. And if the pass is like too fast or you're too late on the thing, like I'll do one where I'm really too late on it, on the pass, you get like the wrist shot animation or just a shitty shot like that where my guy, he's hitting it crooked because he's trying to adjust to where the puck is, as opposed to fucking just ripping it and hitting it cleanly. Alternatively, just holding or just hitting straight up when the puck comes does work, and it works fairly well still, depending on your build. But the consistency comes from the LT and fucking tap, right? Because that one wasn't even a big one, but it was positioned perfectly and allowed it to be good. And like, goalies will still make saves sometimes. And if you're running like fucking 82 accuracy and like 77 power, you can expect to hit like fucking 40% of your 1Ts. Like, accuracy is super important for the 1T, and so is power. Oh, I've tested a absolute fuck ton of 1Ts to make it work. See, that one there is where I was a little bit late, so I ended up getting the wrist shot animation. But like, when it's done right, you don't even fucking see the puck half the time. And super easy. It feels really good going off the stick. Like, you just, it's gross.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helped give you some insightful tips on how to bury the free 1Ts, and hopefully you guys can get some free wins out there.
It's
Thanks.
automatic.
If you enjoyed the video, remember to drop a like and subscribe. Thanks again.
Yeah, it's completely exploiting, and it's fun.